spot. I'm feeling good. The sun is shining. I knew it would. The world's a playground. I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out.
Hello, ladies. Hello, Sam. Now, I hope you've only had a few drinks thus far, so you're able to hear me and understand all the humour and the brilliance that's going to come out now in the coming few moments. If it's not very good what I say, well then feel free to keep drinking and so you don't remember any of this. But firstly, a thank you to Mel, who reached out and did all this. It's very, very kind of her, and I hope I get some questions right. Away we go. What is Sam's favourite movie? It's definitely not Star Wars, because that's what she thought I was going to take her to the night I proposed, so it's definitely not Star Wars. I don't think it's her favourite movie, but I think it's the movie we talk about the most and she gets most animated about, is probably Deadpool, which is a weird pick, sort of an action horror thing, comedy. But I really think it's just because she likes to see Ryan Reynolds. So I know I look a bit like Ryan, so I'm a pretty close second. Sam will think my favourite movie is probably just basketball clips from the NBA on YouTube. It's The Godfather, which, a quick side story, I tried to get Sam to watch it. She fell asleep within 25 minutes and has never revisited it. So it's one of those movies that she'll never make the effort to watch my favourite movie, is my guess. Sam's favourite meal is anything cooked in coconut oil with stevia. She is an incredibly fantastic cook, and I've said this multiple times to multiple people, including her, that she has a great ability to turn healthy food into very, very tasty food, which can be a challenge. Her favourite meal is probably salmon and vegetables, and I know that's really bad, but she cooks it well, like roast veggies and salmon. And her favourite naughty thing would be probably cheese and wine. That's not really a meal, but she eats enough of it and she can turn it into a meal.
Ooh, somewhere over the
Sam's
rainbow.
number one fear. Sam's number one fear. She doesn't like spiders or mice, so she gets me to do anything to do with that. Sam's number one fear, to be honest, will be, and I am worried to even say this out loud, but would be the death of the cat, Biscuit.
Oh my God.
That's probably Sam's thing that would plague her the most. So the death of Biscuit, albeit that will never happen, Biscuit will live to 1,000, that would be probably Sam's number one fear.
Way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby.
Sam's favourite shop is anything selling expensive clothing, or anything expensive anything would be Sam's favourite. She's a very good dresser, and I don't know, I don't know female clothing well enough
You gotta pick one.
to even know it. What's her favourite? Let's say she knows. I know that she's thinking in her head now that I'm going to say Scanlon and Theodore,
Oh,
but I'm not going to say Scanlon and Theodore. I'm going to say PE Nation is something that I've noticed that she's been wearing recently. So I think she loves to think that she dresses classy, but then also she's in a lot of sportswear. So I'm going to go sports, and I'm going to say Nike. I think Nike's her favourite.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Biscuit would be one, without question. A bottle of Grant Burge, which I'm sure she's drinking right now. And her runners to do some exercise.
Bluebirds fly.
Alright, who contacted who on Happen first?
No, well, firstly, we didn't meet on Happen, so...
Damn it, Heath!
That's, you can keep this, because that's probably one of the other... There's famously 4 guys that she met when she moved to Melbourne, and she said to all you girls, I'm from Sydney, I've just come out of a relationship, that's it, I'm going to be single for a while. She went and told Chris Brown, her brother, I'm going to be single, and this, and then she sort of goes on the dating apps for the first time ever in her life, doesn't really understand the meat market that would be a dating app, and she gets bamboozled and overrun. And I'm one of 4 guys, and she's like, the 4 guys she met, and I finished up winning the race. Apparently, I don't know if there's anybody else on the scene.
I've got 3 other to interview later. But
Exactly. So I think she met some of the other 3 who I've met 2 of them, and they're really lovely guys. So she's probably lost out with me. But no, we met on Bumble.
oh, okay, yeah, okay, interesting.
Dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true.
Well, so the full story is that we met for a coffee on her birthday. I mean, that's how desperate the woman was. She goes to a complete stranger and catches up for a coffee in the morning on her birthday. I was so good at dating at that point that I was just meeting up with coffees for people. They weren't even dinners. And it was her birthday, which I didn't know. And then I said, let's catch up. I honestly said, hey, let's catch up again if you're interested, etc., etc. And she loosely mentioned that she was going out for drinks that night. So she meets a complete stranger for coffee on her birthday, 11 a.m, and then invites him out for a drink that night. And then I reached out to her and said, yeah, righto, let's, I'll touch base with you. And I finished up catching up with her that night. What was my first impression of Sam? I'm just trying to think back to the coffee date, and I'd had 2 coffees. Oh no, she was late. That was my first impression. She was late by 20 minutes. And I'm not a late person, so I drank a coffee waiting for her, then drank another coffee. Jesus. So by the time she'd arrived, sort of the caffeine had hit me and I was a bit buzzed. And so I proceeded to ask her 20 questions and go flat out. She thought she was in a job interview, but it was really just my caffeine hitting. So, no, I thought she was late, but, whatever. She was just trying to be cool. No, I thought how tall she was, because, she's 6 foot. So it was how tall she was, and I'm tall too, so that was a good first impression.
I sit and wait.
You said I love you first.
Oh, that's me for sure. Sorry, I've got to repeat the question. I apologise for anybody. Who said I love you first? Is me for sure. And I have no idea where I said it. I probably said it after she served me some really lovely dinner, and I was like, I really love you. So it was probably my stomach speaking as well as my heart.
Does an angel contemplate my fate?
Oh, my exact words when I proposed, I'm sure she's told the story a few times, I got quite flustered. I was much more nervous than I anticipated I was going to be, and I brought Biscuit over. We were just at home, and she'd come home and she thought she was going on a date to Star Wars, which she wasn't, and I had some champagne and some oysters, so she thought it was a pretty fancy, just regular Thursday night date night. and I just brought Biscuit over and got down on one knee and sort of fumbled through, you know, will you marry me? I think it was just basically that basic, and she asked me to redo it because she was that unimpressed with it. Or she was that blown away by, like, hang on, is this happening to me now?
So it was, will you marry me?
Yeah, it was just, or I love you, or will you marry? It was really uninspiring and whatever.
Do they know the places where we go?
As I said with Deadpool, I think it'd be Ryan Reynolds, unless she's holding, you know, the real secret guy unknown. But the one she talks about the most, and the one I can see because of his sort of charisma and everything going on, I reckon that, yeah, that would be him. Which I actually give a big tick to. I think he's pretty funny and pretty good looking, so all good with him. Yeah, I fully approve.
When we're grey and old.
Who would your hall pass be, celebrity?
My hall pass celebrity would be I don't even know. I remember I used to say Natalie Portman. I was always impressed that she was like attractive and a great actress and like switched on, and I don't know. But I don't know, and I don't know what Sam would say to mine. You know, it might be Michael Jordan, but he's gone a bit far now. But I used to be in love with him when I was a kid. So it could be Jordan. Female hall pass. I have no idea. I literally, I have no idea. Celebrity. I'll just pick one.
Yeah.
Who's a famous celebrity now? Let's say. Come back to me.
No? Pick one. We can come back.
Yeah, edit this out and then come back to
Yeah.
Who is the boss in our relationship? I would think Sam's going to yell out now, I am. And to a degree, she's right. I think it switches. I think probably both of us are, which might actually be a bit of some of the conflict. Like, she's a strong-willed person, and that's what made her a successful person and made her achieve what she's wanted to achieve, and that'll continue, and part of the stuff that I'm attracted to her about. But also so am I, so there can be a bit of a dance around who's in charge. But I think both of us, honestly, would think the other person is in charge, despite Sam yelling out right now, I'm in charge. But I think, I don't know, I sort of, both of us, and that sort of seesaw is good and bad, I reckon.
Okay.
Who is the most attractive? Sam, of course, is the most attractive, and that is on the record. My favourite body part of Sam's is her heart. Oh, what a suck. No, my favourite body part of Sam's is probably a combination of all. Like, she's very statuesque and curvy, but you want me to get to a specific body part? I would say her lips.
Ah, cute.
What would Sam say is my best body part? I don't think. Now I'm trying to really think, has she ever given me a compliment on my body ever? Maybe my bum, maybe. That's prime beef, ladies. Prime beef. No, I think that's what I say to her. She laughs. Hands. There you go, hands.
Yeah?
Yep. When is Sam happy? She has an easy tell. Like, if she's happy, she sings. Sings like in the kitchen or in the shower. Like, she's just humming a song, and I picked that up quite quickly. I was like, oh, when she's in a good mood or things are going well or whatever, she just sort of is singing, you know, whatever the latest crappy song is. No, she's actually got one song that I can't think of it now, but there is a line of a song, and Sam can sing it right now. No, it goes, whoa. It's a Maroon 5 song. Yeah, that's it. Like, whoa. And she's way off key and off tune. And I didn't even know it was a Maroon 5 song until on the radio one day she's like, hey, that's the song I'm always like humming that bit of it. And I'm like, that sounds nothing like you hum. But when she sings that bit, she's in a good mood. So that's when she's in a good mood, when she's singing. If I could describe Sam in 3 words, what would they be? I should know this because we've just finished a marriage preparation course and I had to do something really similar, and now I can't think what they were. Generous. She's very generous. Caring. Generous, caring, and generous, caring, and sexy.
Ah, that's it.
Like Ryan Reynolds. 3 words. She would go. She'd go consistent. You know, sort of consistently there, and you know, I don't know, like a rock, I guess. Like she said that once before. I don't know if that was an insult or what that was. She would say, I have no idea. I've literally no idea how she would describe me in 3 words.
Pull some out of your ass.
Yeah, okay.
She can just shot to this.
She'd go handsome, caring, and stubborn. All right, so I'm done with my questions. Again, thank you, Mel, for making the effort to come and meet me at a park near work. Sam and ladies, Mum included, and Leona, I hope you have a fantastic day or rest of the day, and you have a great day tomorrow for those who are hanging around. Looking forward to knowing if anybody actually finishes up playing tennis. Heath, I hope you're keeping everybody in line. Just have a great day and enjoy, being there with all your friends, and enjoy the day. I know the girls have taken a lot of great effort to make it a fantastic day for you, so I'm very excited for them and excited for you, Sam. I love you very much, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye. Oh yeah, actually, I'll tell you what I think's beautiful. Now, hang on, is this back? Is this back on?
Nailed it.
Yeah, no. I'll tell you what I think, but I can't remember her name. No, come back to me.
I'm in a sweet spot.
I don't remember. I can't remember her name. I feel like.
What's she in?
Yeah, I don't know that either.
Oh shit.
I'd have to look her up. You're gonna have to edit a lot of this.
Yeah, that's bad.
The sun is shining. I knew it would.
What are you doing?
God, I don't even know.
He's Googling celebrity crushes.
You have to. Hey, all right. I can mention this text message if you want.
The world's a play.
All right, so we're back to Celebrity Crush. After some deep diving and some workshops with Mel, we figured out. So when I was a kid, I remember being blown away by Cameron Diaz in The Mask, but that's legitimately in like the mid-90s, and Cameron's probably gone off the rails since then, fractionally. But another one that does it for me, or so the hall pass, might be Scarlett Johansson. And luckily, she looks a lot like, physique and face like Sam. So I'm a lucky guy, aren't I?
And then do you want to tell your text message story? Maybe at the time when she's happiest, this could...
Yeah, well, so as we're filming this in the park, I check my phone and I get a text message from Sam saying, can you pick up some Grant Burge from the supermarket on the way home? So I said that was her favourite thing or favourite drink or something she'd take to a deserted island, and I'm definitely on the money because she's already demanding it now on a Friday, and it's like 11 a.m. on a Friday.
I'm on the big stage. I got my crew. I'll get you moving. It's what I